Good evening, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I bring you all my Runic SpellBook deck profile 2023 post the OCG ban list. But we're going by TCG rules. I just want to talk about how crazy this deck is, and this is definitely a sleeper for the format. We all know the Runic variants. There is plenty. We got Runic Sprite, we got Runic Pure, we got Runic, of course, Naturia, and we got even a Runic for hire deck running around. But now I bring you all Runic SpellBook, and this deck has potential for some really stupid plays. So, if you don't know, SpellBooks was the original spell control archetype. It came out during Dragon Ruler format, and it was the second best deck of all time in that format. You could make an argument that it was the best deck against Dragon Ruler, but we named that format after Dragon Ruler to begin with, so I think Dragon Ruler is the best deck. But let's go over this deck and why I feel like the spellbooks have potential to actually see play in the modern day. If you don't know, the spellbook engine is actually kind of insane. Blue Boy on normal or flip summon just adds any spellbook card to hand, and Spellbook of Judgment going to 2 in the OCG is kind of actually insane. If you don't know, Spellbook of Judgment is an insane card that literally just reads win the game. It really does. You don't know, Spellbook of Judgment says, during the end phase of the turn this card was activated, add spellbook spells from your deck to your hand, except Spellbook of Judgment, up to the number of spell cards from your deck that are activated at the resolution of this effect. Basically, it's saying is that, hey, for every spell card you activate after Judgment resolves, you get to add a spellbook card during the end phase up to the number. So if you activate like 4 or 5 spell cards at the end of activating Judgment, well, then you're adding 4 or 5 spellbook cards during the end phase, which is actually kind of insane, especially in Runic, which is a very controlled spellbooky like archetype. Not to mention, it also has a second effect, and the reason why it was banned, basically, after adding so many cards off its effect, you also get to special summon a spellcaster from your deck as long as its level is equal to or lower than the number of spell cards you activated this turn. And guess what? Jaugen, which is a non-special summon lock, is a level 3. So as long as you activate 3 spells after you activate Judgment, you kind of just win the game. So the whole point of his deck is that you get to Judgment as fast as possible, activate the Judgment, and then just go off of your normal Runic play. And then end phase, you add like 7 to your hand. And all you do is protect the Judgment. That's the whole point of his deck. It's just protect the Judgment. It's a really cool, really interesting deck. As cool as interesting as pure Runic can be. Now, we are playing some cards that I am debating switching out. For example, we are playing Dimension Fissure. That is not good against Kashtira. But I felt like since we're not playing any monsters besides 3 Blue Boy and 1 Spiritualist, why not play it? It's just a big floodgate for every other deck, which was really cool. And I just kind of wanted to show it off. I just thought it was such a cool card. It comes up against a hero deck we're going to show you later. But that's really about it. Funny enough, the Blue Boy and the, of course, our lovely Hugin are both level 2s. And you know how Sprite uses them to make their whole Sprite play go? We can use it to use the Ghost Trick line, because there is a Ghost Trick level 2 So Cute boss. And basically we can do the same combo that we do in my Punk deck in this deck, which is pretty awesome. So you can end on a Utopic Draco Future, 5 cards in hand, an active Runic Field spell, more than 5 cards, 6 cards in hand, because you're going to draw like 5 cards at end phase, and literally a floodgate monster in the form of Spiritualist. It's actually a kind of insane board, and I'm really proud of it. I think it's a really cool deck. It's very not fun to go against, but it's such a unique deck that it's just really cool. Now, there is one Runic card that we are playing 3 of, and that is Slumber. Slumber is actually more important in this deck than any other deck in the format. And the reason why you're playing 3 Slumber, because usually you just play 1 Slumber or not even 0 Slumber, is because Slumber has the effect where you target one face-up monster on the field, the next time that card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, it is not destroyed, which is kind of insane. So basically, what it allows you to do, it allows you to protect Jaugen at least once, which is pretty solid. So I think it's a guaranteed 3 of a deck. and overall it's really, really cool. Is this deck meta-defined? Possibly. I think it could definitely steal your locals. And hey, I think it's a very, very fun deck as long as you don't run into the Chariot Beast. And that's really about it. Let's go on to the duels, and I hope you all enjoy. Alright, so we get to go first. We're going to activate an Upstart Goblin, and hey, we just drew a Blue Boy. We'll activate Blue Boy. Let's search ourselves the most powerful card in our deck, which is SpellBook of Judgment. We'll activate this card, and we're off to the races. We're going to activate a Runic Destruction, special summon out Hugin effect, repents his useless ass Insta Fusion. Get ourselves a field spell. We will activate said beautiful field spell. And then bam, we have 2 level 2s. So let's just go into the Ghost Trick passage. We make So Cute Boss. Then we go into, of course, our Ghost Trick Angel Mischief. Angel Mischief adds shot. We activate the shot. Shot's going to reborn So Cute Boss. And then we're going to go into another Mischief. And then, hey, it's Utopic Draco time, baby. We activate Flashing Fire. Let's special summon out the level 3 just so we gain 1,000 life points and protect our field spell. We're going to activate the field spell effects, shuffle them back, draw 2. And then we'll just pass our turn. Affected, we'll gain 1,000, and we're going to add cards up to our hand. We're going to add 4 cards up to our hand because they're 4 spells. That special summons out our Jalgan. We need to discard for hand size, and that is the end of our turn. Our opponent is playing a Sword Soul, so they just auto-lose the game. Well, Vision Hero, Ferris to hand, and we're going to activate the Ferris, pitching the Vion. Special summon itself, Ferris effect. We're going to get ourselves the ultimate, the Increase. Increase is going to tribute. And he's just going off to the races. Increase is going to special summon out that Vion. Vion's going to dump. We're going to dump the Malicious. Vion's going to use its other effect, banish the Vion to add itself a Poly. And yeah, we're just going off to the races. Our opponent could totally win this game if he gives me the fucking Dark Angel, but he's not going to end up doing it, which is kind of funny. So our opponent's going off. He tribute off the Mally to add a search. And he's just doing his normal plays. Mally banishes itself, get another Mally. And now he's making the link 2 into Wonder Driver. Now he's going to fusion summon using the, what's it called, the 2 cards, make himself a Sunrise. Sunrise is going to add, of course, the Miracle Fusion. And, of course, the Liquid Soldier is going to draw 2, pitch 1. He pitches the card, which would have won him the game if he ended up using. He pitches the Destiny Hero. And then he activates Poly, makes himself a DPE that way. He activates Miracle Fusion, banishing the DPE, makes himself a Wake Up Elemental Hero. He activates DPE, pops the Elemental Hero, and then bam, he special summons out Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is going to add himself a Quick Change, and basically he's ending up Dark Claw plus DPE, which against other decks would be really heartbreaking, but I feel like he misplayed because he could have gave me that spell, dude. I would not be able to play the game. But, hey, we're playing the game. We're going to activate our Dimension Fusion. He's forced to activate the Mass Change now unless he wants to Shadow Mist to miss timing. And he makes himself a Dark Claw. Funny enough, I'm going to just activate this Freezing Change to negate this Dark Claw because I lose the Macrocosmos while he loses the Fissure. So it's kind of a funny thing. He's negated. We're going to activate our field spell. He's going to immediately destroy it. I don't think he reads what Fissure's on the field because he actually pops my field cell, meaning DPE is not coming back. That answers all that issues. And then we're going to activate Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Add ourselves the Judgment. Activate the Judgment. And it's a really hot skip and a jump to just make it a crazy, crazy board. We're going to activate the Tip. Tip add ourselves the other field spell. We'll activate the other field spell. Just to get all those spells playing. We'll target one card, opponent goes to destroy it. We'll just destroy that Dark Claw. And then we'll activate the field spell effect. Let's just draw 3 right now. So we draw 3. And that's pretty solid. We got another Tip. We'll activate, of course, the Spellbook of Secrets. Add ourselves a Fate. And then we'll set the Fate. And then, hey, we add 4 Dirty End Fates and special summon out Jalgan the Spiritualist. Our opponent goes and he activates the Dark Angel Engraves to banish itself and another Destiny Hero, allow him to do something. We activate the Runic Tip to add 1 to hand just so we have a pop. And he's just going. I miscalculated, I'm not going to lie. I don't have 2 spell books engraved. I don't have 3 engraved. So actually this Fate cannot banish a card. It's only Book of Moon. So my opponent's going to activate, try to get a Mass Change in hand. I try to basically destroy his card, but then I realize, shit, I can't, and he activates the Wonder Driver to pop my field spell. That's really a misplay on my part. And then, of course, the Wonder Driver kills the wrong card. He kills Blue Boy. I'm surprised he didn't go after the Spiritualist, but I think the writing's on the wall. I kind of just gave up. I'm going to activate the third field spell, add to my hand at Blue Boy, and then we're just off to lethal here. We're just going to normal summon out the Blue Boy. We can't kill our opponent, that's for sure, but we can definitely put him closer to deck out. He only has 6 cards left in his extra deck, and all his stuff is just getting banished. We're going to activate the flashing fire to pop his Wonder Driver. We're just going to activate the Runick's field spell. Let's draw ourselves 2. We're going to activate Tip to add to our hand. We're just getting all these plays going. We're going to add the spell removal, and he just keeps banishing cards. It's just pretty solid. Now we're going to activate Fate. We're going to go and try to banish his face down Stratos. And then as we activate the other card, he concedes. He knows it's already too late, and he can't beat the level, the 200 attack Jaugen the Spiritualist. Yeehaw. I hope you all enjoy. See you on the next one.